of cool stuff. So, and then collectively, we get to review comic books. I am in charge of the TV film with Megan here for a website called Nerd Initiative. So we get to talk with people like Scott Snyder, Jeff Johns, you know, if you're familiar with Image Comics, Ghost Machine, a bunch of them. That's what we do. So we wanted to put our heads together and we wanted to talk about comic books. There's a big cosmic being out there, whether it is the Celestial that takes the Eternals to never be spoken again by Marvel, especially after their 3-hour presentation.
5.5 hours.
We got
5 hours.
adamantium out of it.
We did.
Okay.
Well, we had adamantium beforehand, but it's the 5.5-hour panel presentation of just seats, chairs, if you will, of everybody's going to be in Avengers Doomsday. This won't be that long, I promise. And the Eternals still weren't there for whatever reason. Or, you know, it's DC, which James Gunn is getting a Kickstarter. I'm a DC guy, like I said. So we just going to talk draft. It's draft season. I'm also a big sports fan, Green Bay Packers. Yeah, thank you. First of all, Spider-Man. Chicago. Well, see,
Go
that's
Dolphins.
why you're in the hobo Spider-Man suit.
Nobody.
You know, like,
No Dolphins
you're just
fans.
poverty.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. No, we'll see each other outside. No. But yes, it is draft season. That's one of my favorite things, sports and comic books. And so we each chose, there's Magic, there's, you know, your bricks, your streets, your gadgeteers, your shooters, not to be confused with Allen Iverson or whoever it may be. You know, I'm a big basketball fan. You also have your speedsters, your telekinesis, your shapeshifters, things like that. We don't have a particular person in mind who they're coming after. There's a big cosmic being, if you will.
Okay, I do have a question though. In these regards to the category, there was one character that I thought was for certain in a certain category, and he told me no. So if you were to look at Wolverine, what category would you refer to him as?
History of the dance.
History of the dance.
We have Magic, Brick, Street, Gadgeteer, Shooter, Water, Speedster, Telekinesis, and Shapeshifter.
What was the second one?
Bricks, like the
Bricks,
big
so
one.
like, you know, your thing
Super strong, like Hulk.
is your impenetrable, if you will.
Like Hulk,
Street, so your street level heroes.
like Luke
Gadgeteers.
Cage, Iron Man.
Why are you going Marvel? You know, there are other comic books.
I'm giving one example.
Shooters.
Oh, I'm only saying Marvel.
Water, Speedster,
Flash.
Telekinesis, Shapeshifters.
I heard Street.
I hear a lot of bricks. I don't know what you're talking about.
What about cosmic beings?
Cosmic beings for Wolverine.
Okay. So Lauren put them in Street, and I was messing around because she loves Wolverine, so I said he's not Street. So how many of you guys think Street? You know what? Leave. I will talk to an empty. No.
I hope all of you go to heaven.
Countryman, yeah. From Canada. God bless Canada. God damn it, I love Canada and maple syrup.
There is no reason for him to be a brick. What do you think? He's just a
Yeah, Matt, what do you think he is?
I didn't actually put him there. You know what? I'm saying brick because that man regenerates. Okay, Superman regenerates. Yeah. He's stronger than brick. All right, he's got adamantium.
This went so well for us.
I can't wait for us all to fight. He is impenetrable.
I'll penetrate him.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hold on, right there. What do we got?
Okay, so I could see him as a brick because like defending against him is one thing, right? But if you have to go through the X-Men and he's the front line, I don't know how you're getting through the guy that can constantly heal, has the adamantium skeleton, and he can just sit there and is smart enough. It's about 100 plus years at least of life that he can just go, I'm going to dismantle you and everyone you know and not leave the front line.
How many people?
Okay.
This is what I love.
Okay,
about
I think that's fair. So I want to hear from people who are disagreeing.
Magnetic powers.
Who are you in the back?
Brick?
Hold on.
Let's hear what you got to say,
We
Mike.
got.
So I don't think that durability is the same thing as regenerative capacity. So like if you've got Colossus on the same team, he'd be the brick. Because I mean you punch him, you break your arm, whatever. But I mean Wolverine, you can penetrate him.
Yeah, I could.
Oh.
Depends. I guess this is after dark. Oh, could I?
Please tell me more about how we're penetrating him.
How much per month?
The only thing I have to say against that is that, like, you're right. It's just like a matter of, it's not about keeping him down. It's not about, like, you stab him. It's about keeping him down.
Dude, just give this guy a microphone.
Yeah, keep him down.
Dude, Wolverine's getting so violated.
So is the thing. He's a brick that's well over the crowd control. That's all it is.
All right. You know, I respect a lot of opinions here. So before we get to
Except
break,
Lauren's.
You don't have to lie. There's stuff in your
I like the guy with the Chucky shirt on. He goes, no, you don't.
I agree with Daredevil. I'm stuck in my ways. I am.
So we do want this panel to be very interactive. So if anybody wants to move closer, feel free. Like, we want you to yell at Matt that, no, you don't. We want more of that.
I love being yelled at. It reminds me of my childhood. All right, what do you have?
He said, what's the classification for street?
So when I looked up street, it's more like your street level. So the people who are
Well, he's right there. Daredevil's right there.
Daredevil, your
Spider-Man.
Batman,
Yeah.
Spider-Man is classified as street, even though
So if Wolverine's not street, does that mean that Wolverine's
Wolverine's for the streets.
definitely
Okay.
stronger than Daredevil is what you're saying? Because he's brick, not street?
So my big thing with Wolverine is the fact that he can regenerate. So it's like Superman, right? Superman flies to the sun, he regenerates.
Yeah, but Wolverine can't fly.
No, but
He
he
can't
regenerates.
run as fast as Flash.
Wolverine was shot in the head in one of those beautiful, just absolutely cinematic X-Men movies.
But it took him a minute to recover. He can't
Still
repel
recovered.
bullets like Superman.
Listen,
So you can make that same argument for other characters. Like, what you really want to say? Like, let's say Spider-Man would be street level. Like, he's gadgets more like.
Yes, I listed Spider-Man as gadget.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
You can give a fake name.
I gotta go.
It's,
I feel like we're friends now, so we're emotionally connected. Tell
He
him
said Rob.
more of how he's wrong.
I don't know. Hold on. My friend in the pink shirt has something to say. He might be right. He is right.
I guess two things. First off, like, okay, I have to question the street category because Luke Cage is street. Reasonable, but also, why wouldn't he be brick?
yes.
That's my other thing, is I've seen him classified as both. All right, so
Okay, I see Luke Cage more as brick than Wolverine because he can repel bullets.
so can Wolverine.
Yeah.
He just catches them. Wolverine catches bullets and spits them
No,
out. Come on.
Wolverine is shot and it takes him a minute to heal.
street level category doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. All right. It legitimately doesn't. If you're thinking about street level, it really doesn't make sense because anybody could be street depending on the writer. What do you have?
So, I guess we could also like take into account who's has Luke Cage been in the Hulk before? Has Wolverine been in the Hulk before?
Yes.
Has the Beast been in the Hulk?
Yes.
Well, how can all be always?
Luke Cage beat the Hulk.
Fucking live for this shit.
This is so fun.
I live for this.
I don't even care about our topics. This is more fun.
All right. You said that Wolverine has beaten the Hulk before.
It was one dog versus how he punched him and cried in his arms like a good man. He was stronger than anybody right there.
He hit him like a real man. Damn it! All right.
That was releasing some hit.
He fractured his hand, but he can regenerate.
But okay, here's the thing. If we're talking Luke Cage as brick and Wolverine as brick, it makes sense because if you're able to stop Wolverine in like a normal way, any kind of gas, any kind of like ingestibles can stop Luke Cage. So if we're putting
I'll tell you who can stop Luke Cage. Netflix.
He's coming back. I have faith. He's coming to Disney Plus.
That Sentinel disintegrated Wolverine.
Oh, that's fair.
but he did.
All right. This is
Technically, he's regenerated from like this skull.
welcome to our Is Wolverine fully regenerative or is he not?
My secret plan worked. This is a Wolverine
This is
panel.
Lauren's dream right here. All right. I do want to get back to Wolverine.
Character that's like Wolverine with full regenerative healing factor. His name is Deadpool. He's pretty popular.
Death Factor.
I've
I haven't
never
heard
heard of
of
this
Deadpool.
Deadpool character before. Are you talking about Slade Wilson? That's that's tomorrow's panel. The comic book doubles. Sorry.
No, for real though, that's at 10:15 tomorrow. So.
That is the same time. We're
Not
talking
yet.
about the doubles who ripped off. Let's take a break from bricks for a second, and maybe we can agree on some magical superheroes, if you will.
Okay, this is a point.
I do love the magic. So we, like I said, we have different categories.
I swear to God, this is a curveball for free.
Hold on, my man in the black shirt.
What's her name? Colossus' sister.
Magic.
She's not dead.
She is a mutant, but she is also studied magic.
Yeah.
I mean, is anybody reading the absolute DC series right now? Because there is also a Wonder Woman who has studied magic. She could be magic.
Well, she's the demon around.
True. True. What do you got, Spider-Man?
It's like a whole, like, it depends on the writer, but whether if Moon Knight is purely, like,
Ooh.
started.
Person I know of this, I know from you.
It's hands down. Moon Knight at the moment is schizophrenic and they just went up and straight.
That's his magic. It's all schizophrenia. You don't know that? Like, come on. The guy down by Burger and Brew, same magical powers. I look. I'm gonna be honest. I chose for this category. I chose Zatanna.
Wait, ooh.
So I'm curious now.
Ooh.
Because of the is Wolverine a freak or not? Now they're
We're back here.
No, I like that.
Spider-Man currently magical or not? Is he currently magical?
I don't think Spider-Man's
Spider-Man?
It's a,
In the Doctor Strange book, is he magical?
no, Doctor
I
Strange did
think
that
he's
stupid spell.
Gadget. I think.
I don't think
Street or
Spider-Man's
Gadget.
magical. No.
No. Street or Gadget.
Yeah,
I mean, I
Yes,
could create
I
a
just
cosmic
added it.
category right now.
I feel like, because it's like, as it goes, then I feel like we put, like, say, would Cosmic Ghost Rider be magical or cosmic?
Well,
Cosmic.
Ghost Rider's a good one.
Cosmic Ghost Rider.
So Ghost Rider
That's-
is a
you know
good
who that
one.
is?
Where exactly would he?
I put him in magical.
He's black cosmic.
So if we establish that anything coming from limbo, hell, or from the one below is under the category of magic.
But that would make the Hulk magic.
No, but that's where magic herself gets. It's from limbo because she started off as just being like, oh, she can put a spot on the ground, you can teleport if she marks it somewhere else, and then that magic developed, right? And then she separated her soul into the soul sword. She basically took over hell, limbo, or whatever, it's synonymous, and then from Mephisto. And then between Mephisto and Dormammu,
He said
combined,
Mephisto.
overthrow her
Confirmed.
her soul sword, and then it had to take Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange to overthrow it. So technically, that's a lot of magic. So if we
There is a
consider
lot of magic,
hell,
yes.
We consider hell, limbo, and we can, okay, fine. We can get rid of the Immortal Hulk because that's relatively new. And it's like kind of like, whoa, that's like you can.
It's a lot.
I mean, do you want it? Do you want to add it?
I think we should. I think we should.
Why not? Yeah.
It's from the one below. It's below.
Doom?
I was about to ask about Doom.
See, that's really hard when I
I'd
play
say
Doom
magic.
because I feel like Doom's so far above. He's like, Doom is like on his own.
Yeah.
of Doom is that he's both.
Yeah, exactly. Doom is just like Doom, I guess. Like Doom is like on his own plane of existence, right?
He does magically magic because he's a sorcerer.
I don't feel like he's.
Doom is whatever he needs to be in the moment.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Doom is like
Whatever they need him to be.
whatever
Well, I
you
mean,
need the story to be.
He's
right
World
now.
Emperor right now. He can get away with
He
it.
is.
He's been God Emperor, he's World Emperor, whatever he needs to be.
One World Under Doom is fantastic, by the way.
It is.
So good.
Yeah, he does date death.
That's
Yes.
really good. Well, no, wait. You give me the cosmic thing because he's using a stone, like he's using one of the stones for it.
But he went to hell, and then he came back.
He has magical moments, but
He punched out.
He has magical moments.
Not gonna lie.
I mean, who
Doom
hasn't
sounds
been to
like
hell?
a good category at this point. Like,
It's just
Wait, so what's like,
cosmic at this point because he is now the hair of a rhinoceros.
Yeah. I would say
This
so.
is. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. All right. Because we can always get to the point where it's like, all right, at this point, Miles, it is so written to this point. Where I guess when I was thinking about this, it's more of like their basis of when they first started. Yes, because of course.
Like Scarlet Witch's magic, John Constantine's magic.
Because of course it depends on the story, right? I mean, Doom is whatever we need him to be, and
we're the writers.
Count the symbiotes as cosmic?
I actually would. I very much would. Yeah.
Do you think they'll ever address the fact that a tiny symbiote was left in the MCU?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
No, we're all just giving up
We
on
just
that?
forgot Venom existed.
I mean, it took 20 years to get
Especially the
Wolvie
third
in his
one.
yellow jumpsuit. We're just totally giving up on the symbiote.
And also, if somebody's in one category, does that
Vulture
automatically
ended up
take
with
them from another?
And Morbius.
Oh my God,
Vulture
Morbius
was
and
Morbius.
Vulture ended up in the same place, and we're just like, oh.
And then that went nowhere.
Wait, Morbius isn't just magic.
No.
Oh, I was just saying
Vampire.
Morbius and Vulture ended up in the same prison cell for no reason.
Strange case.
Oh yeah, Scorpion or Prowler and oh my God, that's empty. All right.
He handles people that aren't street level. Like he's
Okay, would you guys consider Blade Street or Magic?
He's magic.
Magic.
He's definitely magic because vampires and stuff is more magic.
I think Street.
I think Street too.
All right, so it depends. Like,
Because he
so
uses
when
brute force. So I would vote Blade Street.
I would say if we're talking when he came into Spider-Man the 1990s animated series, it's more street.
I thought we established before that he was fighting.
I thought we did too in this whole devolved. So, all right, okay. Let's bring it back in for a second before we all fight each other like the Royal Rumble. How many we got? 30 people? Who's our 30th entry? All right.
I feel like you guys have been keeping this in for a long time.
All right. So we can all agree that Zatanna's magic. All right.
Actually, no joke.
Oh my God, damn you! For the magic category specifically, I myself have chosen Zatanna. I was thinking that, but then I was like, I'm a simp for Zatanna.
I agree with that.
Listen, I am who I am at this point. I didn't ask to be born. Zatanna's dope. I love her. She's awesome. So you guys, who did you choose for your magic category?
Scarlet Witch.
Same.
Fair.
We did not discuss these teams before tonight.
We
so.
didn't. Scarlet Witch, universally. I'm skipping bricks. Fuck you guys. I'm skipping bricks. God damn it. And we're no, wait. God, because then we're going to skip street as well for a second.
What?
Yeah, I said it. All right?
You can't just keep skipping categories.
You know what?
You made
welcome
up.
to my place. We're going to go right to gadgets
You
here.
made up these categories.
I am so scared right now. I shouldn't have sat here.
We can go back to the street and bricks.
Oh,
Gadgets
I heard
here.
Batman. Wait, he said something about Batman.
I am not Haley Williams and Paramore. I didn't do anything for Brick Break.
Speaking of
I would love to, but...
Wait, what is the water category?
Namor.
Aquaman, obviously, King Ben Water. Aang, clearly, no. All right.
Namor is way better than Aquaman.
Yeah, no more.
But that's tomorrow.
No more. They were literally born like a month apart from each other, so...
That's what I'm saying. You can more
Again, we have
Namor's better than all of them.
Haldor is better than
True. That's Aquaman.
well, yeah, but he becomes Aquaman.
Aquaman, I think, is better than Namor.
You're not happy.
He didn't try to drown
I
the
guess
city
it
over not
depends on
getting a
which.
kiss.
I just hear, hold on. I hear a lot of deep sighs right here. Where we at?
If you have the ability to threaten to kill millions of people over a kiss, I'd pick you over someone with morals anyway.
I'm pretty sure about as strong.
We just gotta get invisible and away from him.
Thank you. All right, my man's up front. Finally, somebody gets it. I'm an Aquaman truther, and he has it.
Nearly as strong as Superman is. He's indestructible. He has other magic forces. So I think Aquaman is stronger than Wonder Woman.
Wait, it's not about that though.
Hold on, we got it right here.
I might start a fight. Can I say Iceman for the water category?
You can.
Then Iceman-
Let's hear your argument.
I mean, if we're going by water, Omega level mutant for one thing, but what is literally any other character in the water category going to do against Iceman? Like, nothing, right?
Captain Cold. Wait, he's not water.
Thank you, Captain Cole. Here we go, man.
Oh, so
he's like point though. He's not the first one. He's like a
technically not
heat.
if you want to go really elemental based on it. Yeah,
That's why he's Omega. He's just like a heat.
That's a fair argument. Maybe
But
for him as hell.
Doesn't
All right.
Aquaman should fight and give them
I still pick Doom.
All right, so Aquaman's trident does. He's got Mara's powers.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Jeremy Adams, yes.
If you're on land, though, Iceman can pull water from the air, whereas Namor and Aquaman start to struggle
Yeah, well, if
when
you're
they're
reading
not
New
near
Aquaman,
water.
you can pull blood, so.
Is that the Jeremy Adams one?
Yes, it's Jeremy Adams.
I have it. I haven't read it yet.
I was going to the base, yes. Don't call me out like that. I don't need this right now. Yes, I was talking base. So, if we're talking base, yes, before he got Mara's powers, now, yes. But his trident still.
Yeah. And
all right, so
are we still doing?
We're still putting Iceman in this hat.
Whereas Namor does need to be.
He's not manipulating water.
But Namor can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, the lack of heat. Is it more? So let's go to Gadgeteer then. Because for Gadgeteer, I obviously put Batman. For Gadgeteer, I put Batman because I could have put him street level.
Iron Man.
Taskmaster's dead. Haven't you gotten with the MCU Thunderbolts trailers? God damn it.
But Taskmaster's dead. We can all agree.
We can all
Yeah.
agree Taskmaster's not
Done.
making it past.
First one dead by Century.
Which is totally fine.
Oh,
Take her
absolutely
out.
ghosted.
Oh my God, Masters. What's I don't know his first name. Anthony Masters. Yeah.
But Gadgeteers, I put Batman because Batman is just prime with gadgets.
Okay.
I would argue Batman's more of a strategist, whereas Iron Man is more about the tech.
He would be nothing without his genius, intellect, and tech.
Who?
Which one?
Both of them are nothing without their tech.
No, because Batman's
Hold on, we got back here. Hold on, we got back here first. Our friend with the hat first. Let's see what he has to say.
He could buy anything. You're supreme in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
But
Iron
Batman
Man.
has prep time.
That's because Batman's only concerned about Gotham City and nothing
Batman
else.
has no parents and he has prep
I
time.
got a slightly better gadget here, right? Well, Blue Beetle.
Oh shit, that's
Oh.
weird. But hold on,
But no, Blue
okay.
Beetle's an alien.
Blue Beetle is cosmic. I say Blue Beetle is
I say
cosmic.
cosmic.
I like gadgets.
Alien tech.
I like
I feel like
gadgets.
that's
Okay, it's alien tech. Yeah.
We are.
Wait.
Yes, cosmic.
Jaime Cosmic, Tech Cord, Gadgeteer.
Booster Gold. Yeah. Booster and
Booster's like, yeah, Booster's more like Gadgeteer.
Did anybody watch Legends of Tomorrow?
No, we don't.
How sad were you when it ended with Booster Gold and then they didn't renew?
they didn't do anything with it.
And Booster Gold being the dude from Scrubs?
Which one? There's a lot of scrub.
One of the main
I
guys,
didn't watch.
Turk.
You didn't watch Scrubs?
Of course I watch Scrubs. It was my depression show, damn it. Didn't watch Scrubs. No, I stopped watching Legends of Tomorrow after a certain point. Come on,
You
guys.
missed out because Legends of Tomorrow just got better and better and better.
It wasn't my classic outwork.
Cosmic shouldn't be about like magic. Cosmic shouldn't be about alien tech more as it is like cosmic power.
Yeah, but aliens came from the cosmos.
Cyborg, I would say he's tech.
Cyborg is definitely tech.
Yeah.
And trauma.
Yeah.
I guess they're all trauma.
They're all trauma.
I mean, if you're not a hero,
Trauma is your real
first of
superpower.
all.
If we're talking cosmic, it technically is because it comes from Apocalypse. Yeah.
True.
Which is why we should say cosmic only.
Yeah, but did Darkseid drain Elon Musk's bank account for me? No.
Cosmic. You know, actually, I have a question.
Yes.
Thing I have to ask for gadgets, right? When it comes down to gadgets, when we ask that, in order to be in the gadget category, the only separation I can see from gadget and street is the level of people you're fighting. Because if we're not
I agree.
doing that, then why is Tony Stark, or I should say, why is Spider-Man inside the street and not gadget? But like, he's fighting because most of his roads are like street level.
Okay.
But if you wanna- but
Spider-Man,
like,
no.
but otherwise,
Hold
the
on,
gadgets-
let's hear the assertion.
Spider-Man. What's that?
Miles Morales is tech from the future, powers from the current, in a multiverse variant.
But most of his enemies are street level.
No.
I feel like the street level category
What you
just
not
shouldn't
do-
exist.
I also agree because I feel like almost any hero could be street level depending on.
I don't think there's a street level category that has to do with powers. It has to do with heart.
But all the others have.
Oh my god. That was beautiful.
With heart?
Oh my god.
All right, Vin Diesel, what do you have? You can fight any criminal as long as they have family.
I think we lost.
All right.
So if you're talking Spider-Man,
I
is
agree.
there a difference between, look at Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, who just naturally shoots the webs, versus Tom Holland's Spider-Man, who had to create the web fluid and all that. So does that make a difference between tech versus street level? Right, well, thanks to James Cameron, yeah. Go ahead.
With the gadget category, would it be better to say that someone is the more like gadgets if they, based on their intellect / the things they created to help them?
I feel like it's more of like, yeah,
think so,
because
yeah.
I like that because Spider-Man, I guess they can throw into a street or gadgets because of the intellect with like Tony Stark and Batman, right? They create the gadgets that help them, whereas Peter Parker can create the web fluid in his suits.
Mr. Fantastic could be, I think, gadget to be honest, even though his powers
Are cosmic.
stretching. He
Definitely cosmic.
more
Yeah.
often creates these things just in general.
Right. The,
Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl. Where do they belong?
Such an underrated show. Like,
it was.
it's so good.
No, they can't be.
Should we go to Shooter real quick?
Yeah.
Shoot it, yeah.
All right. Oh, Punisher.
Of course Daredevil says Punisher.
Your little
That's
bestie.
fair. What do you guys have for the shooter category, real quick?
What do you have?
I picked Hawkeye because even when he's blind in Old Man Logan, he's still driving.
Fair. So I chose Green Lantern, Jesus. Green Arrow for the shooter because even when he has one arm, he still shoots.
I picked Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Too soon.
Okay. Do you just hate friends? Like,
What? What?
Bullseye, you're just killing everybody you love? Like, do we have to talk about this?
If I have to build a whole team of people to beat all y'all's asses, I'm picking Bullseye. He's not missing. Ask Karen Page.
Suicide Squad.
I'm tired of people trying to kill Karen Page, okay?
I want her dead.
God damn it.
Over it.
She does not speak for all of us.
She doesn't.
I speak for their hearts. They just don't know it yet. I want her to die.
You know what? I want Karen Page and Punisher together. That's what
Deathstroke.
Ew, no.
I was thinking Deadshot as well. Like, Deadshot's another good one. Deadshot
That
is
is a
also
good
a really
one.
good shooter.
That's
Is it strictly used guns?
No, it's shooter. I mean, you can do. Right? Like,
Okay, now this is gonna open a whole other rabbit hole where everything's going based off of the
You don't-
fire projectiles.
You don't have to raise your hands. It's not school. You can just stand up. We're all adults here.
Stand up. What do you have for opening the rabbit hole?
Stand up.
Alright, I say Deadshot.
There we go.
Nice.
See, I like that one.
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Back to town.
Dang it.
He's busy crying about Gene's love for Wolverine, okay? He doesn't have a say in this. Okay, that's fair.
He is
I do love
not.
Cyclops.
He was talking.
Dude, I love Cyclops. Man.
What about Cable?
Nathan, yeah.
Star-Lord?
Who?
He mostly uses his guns. He doesn't
Wow.
Not correctly.
like stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would choose
congrats,
Rocket, yeah.
You could just stand up. You don't have to raise your hand. Gambit! That is a great one. I like that. Fuck, that's a
Where
good
do you
one.
guys land on Gambit then as a shooter?
He's always
Oh, Magic. Okay, Magic.
But
or
is it
shooter.
magic
Where
when you're
would
a
you?
mutant? Like, how far are you going into that?
What about Agent X?
Ooh, Agent X. That's a good one.
Oh, he was not category. It shouldn't be. Where you put Emma Frost. Where you put like
he can
Jean
use
Grey.
his staff, but he always has a magazine.
Jean Grey,
That's what I'm
though,
saying. He could
if you're
use his
going to
staff.
Phoenix, that's cosmic.
Okay, what about
Right, so Jean
All right,
Grey.
hold on. Check.
He stood up.
The man's got some. He stood up. Yes. What do we have?
When have you seen Captain America miss what he wanted to hit with his shield? Just say.
When the plot calls for it.
You know what he's gonna say? Now he gets bounced and he comes back. That's ridiculous.
It defies
Daredevil, what do you
physics.
have?
Best Tiger.
Oh yeah, Best Tiger.
Best Tiger? Oh. Lauren,
wait,
you're the invincible expert, best tiger.
Best tiger.
Best tiger? You're talking about
Is this
the.
a good time to tell you all that I could not be invincible?
So Invincible.
I've tried to read it and watch it.
I both read and watched it.
I've never watched it.
I know Ryan Otley even. I'm so sorry.
Invincible is my all-time favorite comic book.
I was adopted.
Yeah, best tiger.
But I read it so fast that I don't remember Best Tiger.
The one with the blindfold.
So he's so good, he wears a blindfold to make it like.
Yeah, so does Daredevil.
Oh, so it's a nod to Daredevil.
Only he
Did
has
you
a
see they're
blindfold
doing
for
the?
Jesus.
They're starting a spin-off with the
And
Battle
radiation.
Beast. Battle Beast is getting his own spin-off right now.
Spawn. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
But Spawn, would he be more cosmic? Because we talk about the hell aspect of Spawn. Magic. That, yeah. I would say magic with Spawn. Yeah. Yeah, Spawn's definitely magic.
I mean,
All right. Do you want to go to Speedster? I want to go to Speedster
Okay.
and Flash.
I'm wondering, can we
I'm
have?
saying, Wally or Barry? Wally or Barry?
Oh, we didn't like that one. Wait,
My version of Flash when I first started in comics was Barry, so I really don't. Either one.
I was
Hey,
gonna say
what the-
Superman. Yes.
Who?
Makari? Eternals?
Makari's a
Who?
That's a good one.
Feige doesn't know what you're talking about.
Quicksilver.
All right. Well, who's your version of Speedsters?
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. He could not run bullets.
Yeah, but him and his sister together are doing some pretty big things right now, cosmic-wise.
Oh, you said cosmic.
I just said
Ooh,
cosmic-wise.
which universe?
I don't know.
She said I wasn't prepared for that. He just
I didn't think that far in.
Ralph, go fast.
Huh? No, the comics,
Okay, but
not Fox.
the Fox. Okay, if we are talking about that, I will say Fox's Quicksilver is pretty good.
He's so good. But then
If
Aaron
we're
Taylor
talking about
Johnson
the
just
Flash,
kind of
we don't
looks
talk
the
about-
He's fast.
Quicksilver is the go-to Quicksilver because of Wanda.
Yeah.
Professor Xavier? What the hell, man? We've watched him die 7 times, and we're gonna watch him die 8 more next year.
Till he's 90.
I think he is 90.
Is he? I don't know.
He's just that.
Also, we have settled that debate, I thought, with Barry or Wally and Clark. They have raced.
I feel like everybody's faster than Barry, though. He's
But-
the fastest man alive until he meets anybody. Ebor Thawne, like
You haven't
Wally,
read a comic book. Go
Jay
away.
Garrick.
It is proven that Barry is like the slowest fast. Maybe not Jay.
Wally is faster than Barry.
What about A-Train?
A-Train, who's who I'm calling if I need a divorce, actually.
Before he
Without the
did,
alimony
before
and
he
child
took
support.
extra Compound V.
Well, anybody from the boys gets demolished by anybody in comics.
Soldier Boy would end everybody.
Okay, no. All right, this is a good one. Homelander versus Superman has been a big hot debate.
Homelander would win because Superman would hold back.
Like my 3 friends on Twitter said it was a debate.
No,
Damn it!
because
No, go ahead.
Homelander gets his shit wrong.
I'm making up things. I'm making up stuff because that's what we do.
Superman would hold back and Homelander would just destroy him.
Say again?
Homelander is a punk. Let's be honest. Homelander gets run through in an instant.
We already
In a
established
sauna.
this is PG-13. Just ask Wolverine, who's been penetrated many times.
He has. Poor thing.
He might be into it, though. I'm not here to kink shame.
But legit, the boys, as much as I do love Derek Robertson and all, Kirkman
Garth Ennis.
and Garth Ennis, the boys doesn't stack up to anybody. So that's why I didn't pick any of the boys.
In their own universe, they're powerful.
Well, right. And Lauren picked Soldier Boy because she loves Jensen Ackles, so she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Well, who doesn't? The man's
Anyone
gorgeous.
who doesn't love Jensen Ackles, get the away from me. I don't need that negativity in my life.
Did you say Misha Collins? Fuck yeah. Boys season 5, let's go.
All right, Dr. Manhattan's really OP though. It's cosmic.
Is that really cosmic?
Dr. Manhattan. I mean,
How do you get his powers? How do
I feel like we don't really need to be here. No. Just have a topic show up on the screen.
but like it is cosmic with Dr. Manhattan because he can traverse space and time.
It's just security.
True. It was. One day you're messing up a machine, next day you're hanging dong over Vietnam. I don't know.
Did you say Danny Phantom? That's amazing.
Danny Phantom? Hell yeah, dude. That started my entire love into goth girls.
Oh, you kind of look like
That's
Danny
the next
Phantom.
panel is goth girls. You know, that's Danny Phantom and why I love goth. But that's a whole other panel.
And Shigo from Kim Possible.
Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god.
Sorry, didn't mean to trigger you there.
Okay, who would you say is the better cosmic option? Franklin or Dr. Manhattan?
Franklin.
It's Franklin.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Recreated most of the eight fundamental forces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, he's like, I don't know.
Dr. Manhattan, he just like waved his hand and there we are, you know.
Was there a different universe? Did we already have
No, well, oh yeah, that was. I don't think he gave us a new 52, but he got rid of the 52 going into DC Rebirth, I think. Because it was the whole thing with Batman and the Watchmen, and they kind of got rid of the 52 after they realized it was a mistake.
God, the 52 was terrible.
It gave us some moments.
It gives a really cool Wally suit.
We got the Court of Owls out of the 52. Yeah. Scott and Greg gave us the Court of Owls in the 52. Everything else was, it was comics.
What about shapeshifters?
All right.
What's your opinions on that?
Shapeshifters.
I got the best
Miss-
shapeshifter
I-
on the list.
Let's hear it, friend.
Comics.
My dad, when he
Ben
left for
10.
milk.
Ben 10 has to win shapeshifter.
No, that's
Ben 10. She's clapping back there. She knows what Ben 10's about. They know what Ben 10's about.
So wait, so if we're not talking like alien stuff, then how we rate?
The original idea was yes. Beast Boy?
That's a good one.
I do. All right. That's what made me so mad about the Titan shows because Beast Boy didn't transform like at all.
No, he did. After season 3,
They also ran out of CGI budget. But that's what I love about Beast Boy is his ability to do that.
it gets better.
See, okay.
It gets better and then it gets worse.
The thing I loved about Titans is it was good for half a season and then they forgot what they were going to do. And because season 3 we had White Raven and the whole like underground stuff and Beast Boy's molecular level and there was an idea.
Actually, ever go anywhere with them?
No. No.
He got the Robin suit like.
Absolutely no.
They said it behind me.
Can you say it again?
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
a really good one. I was gonna say Molecule Man was kind of the reason for like he's definitely caught. If
This
we're
poor
talking
man has been
Battle
trying to
World
talk for
Secrets-
so long.
He's a Miss Marvel.
I mean, I'm just saying. I heard something. If you're gonna argue, Miss Martian. Martian's
I thought he said Miss
Okay,
Marvel.
then leave, because he's a Martian and he's supposed
I'm surprised nobody said any sort of Red Lantern, Black Lantern, any of
But they
those.
don't take. I mean,
Well, even for Cosmic. at that point.
Marv. That's a good one.
I guess the best way to say it, like,
Mystique.
if you're talking
That Mystique was mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you're talking about Mystique though, a shapeshifter, like what does she? She's not more powerful than any other shapeshifters.
I feel like Morph is more powerful because he takes the powers too, whereas Mystique doesn't take the powers.
any symbiote would be a shapeshifter.
Yeah, so.
Well, then you can say Carnage at that point.
Well, yeah, they're both symbiotes.
Right.
How did we get back to symbiotes again? That was talented.
We went to shapeshifters.
That was fantastic.
Obviously.
They can do whatever in abstract.
I have a question. Just does shapeshifter extend to Green Lanterns?
That's what I was just saying was Green Lantern. That's this. You had to have heard me because I
This-
said
this guy
I'm
gets it.
surprised nobody said Green Lanterns. You would say Green Lanterns are telekinetic. Is it because the thought process they have to concentrate?
Yeah.
I could say telekinetic. I could see that.
It's a really nice outfit. It's the Samsung smart.
Green Lantern as a shooter. Would you guys agree with that one as well?
No, the shooter for Green Lantern would have to be Bolt Cut. God Guardian. I'm talking shooter. I mean,
Especially with that bowl cut, he's definitely a school. Oh, we were talking about number.
Yeah, you can say Green Lantern's also.
I would say Green Lanterns could be pretty good shape or telekinetic more so because of the concentration aspect.
If just say Green Lantern, that's like saying nobody.
I made whatever the rules are. I made it up. And no, I'm just kidding.
the whole thing with you can say lanterns in general because all of them just
Time to be
have
11.
constructs. Yeah, it just
I have no
depends on
idea.
where they come from.
I can
Oh,
do this all
someone,
night.
I know, someone has one at 11,
That is a mental connotation, which I think is closer to telekinetic.
11:30.
Oh, we got time.
This weekend is Disney.
We got time.
Wait. Okay, no.
Wait, who did you say is shapeshifter?
Green Lantern. No, if anything, that's more cosmic than gas.
No, because remember, they have a bunch of abilities again, their energy sources are
The guy from The Voice.
If you're not using a ring for it, then
For
you're cosmic.
Homelander.
But if you have to use a ring, the minute it's gone, your powers are gone. You're a normal guy again.
Yeah, that's what
you
I-
have to use a tool to do all the magical stuff. You're not magical or cosmic. You're just a guy with gadgets to do. You're just a guy. Now there's exceptions to part.
You're just a dude with a really fancy ring. But that's a good point though, because they don't have their powers attached to
Okay, if we're doing that, then we can also say Dr. Fate's again.
with his helmet.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there's a difference. This is a real nuanced thing. There's a difference between gadget and artifact. Versus a
That dives into like a whole other subgenre with artifacts and gadgets.
But artifact could just be old gadget or magical magical item.
Yeah, once we start diving into specifics, we will be here.
I mean, the helmet already.
I could already sit here all night, first and foremost. Like, I will debate. This is awesome.
So by that logic, Dr. Fate, if Dr. Fate being like the being is unfortunately street. Anybody shoot if you give him a gun.
If you take off the helmet, you can shoot him so easy.
Anybody can just roll up GTA style and hit you in the head and then.
So we're saying give anyone a gun and they're a shooter?
Yeah, or
I mean,
or
anyone
straight.
throws a punch in their street level?
We're really talking about shooters, like
Clint Martin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No one has said it's taking him immediately.
She did say Hawkeye.
Yeah, we said Hawkeye with shooter.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
So I said remember always saying artifact.
Well, no, I said like I would pick Hawkeye because even when he was blind in Old Man Logan, he could still shoot. He could
All
still
right.
drive. So he would be my shooter.
What is Red Star? Is he street level?
He's a Nazi.
He's a Nazi.
Well, yeah.
He's MAGA. He's a part of the American government. All right. Okay. So, what was your question?
The question is, are we saying if you employ an artifact, is that gadget or
Is an artifact
or is it
considered
whatever the
gadget?
artifact?
It belongs in a museum. No,
If it's a
I think it depends.
It's not machine.
Because I feel like an artifact you have to actually search.
I guess it goes back to where you're drawing your power. Okay, yeah, but that's the thing about magic, right? If we say magic versus cosmic, right? Because we have to understand, if we just have a random item that has like powers, we have to find the line between cosmic and magical. So is it really just a matter of where you're pulling from? Because if cosmic, we can agree, cosmic is just cosmic forces, physics, all that nonsense. Yeah, yes. If that's the case, we say anything from like mystical elements like hell, the one of
The easy line is if it's from like this universe or space, it's cosmic. That's a simplification, but like that's the easy line.
So what's Thor?
Magic. Yeah.
But he's not from.
It's not usually.
He's not from
dependent
Earth
as an
or
alien
Terran.
That was more of an MCU. Like Asgard's another dimension.
It is.
But couldn't you argue it's
Yeah,
then
realm.
cosmic?
There you go.
But I'm not the most like comic too. Why would Thor be magic?
Thor would be magic. That's what you would consider him? Yeah, I would too. Thor is definitely magic. Or you say cosmic?
No, I'm saying I don't know why he's magic.
He's not an alien.
Right, if he's magic that's not from Earth, wouldn't that be cosmic?
Are the well, I'm talking about are the X-Men magic?
The X-Men are a mutation of survival skill. So then that's a good question. If you have a magical mutant, is their mutant powers allowing
All
them
of
to
the,
pull
especially
magic?
Jubilee on the 4th of July.
So like Inhumans.
The Inhumans?
He just said Inhumans. We don't talk about Inhumans.
Inhumans, metahumans, like.
Well,
oh my God,
okay.
Mutates.
I mean, so, but
We
by
have
that
a mutate
logic,
category?
so if you get superpowers, right? If you get it through some genetics, you're a mutate. Or actually, if you get them, if you inherit them, you're a mutant. If you get them, you're a mutate. But people
Right, like Deadpool is a mutate, Wolverine is a mutant.
Well, by that same logic, right? Then we go to
But it
aliens.
depends on the Deadpool.
We have to.
That's
It's
true.
weird here because some alien species just have crazy shit. It's like all that argument is strong and strong with war. But Thor is weird.
You now have specific X.
Exactly.
So that's the divine, like, you know.
Right, so by that logic, I'm saying Juggernaut is cosmic.
Okay. So, all right. He brought up a
Space, right?
Juggernaut.
That's objectively just magic.
But that's
That drew a lot of ire. Like everybody got up in arms about that one.
Yeah, Juggernaut gets his powers from a gym, right?
Makes sense to me.
You think magic?
Yeah, no. Okay, so Juggernaut is magic. It's not a matter of, well, not a matter of, oh, you got it from somebody supposed to know. It's where you get it from. If it's from space, and we should if it's in space, and it makes space optics cosmic. If it's from one of the other realms, it's probably not.
That's how I would categorize it as.
I would
Yeah,
have
if it's like
categorized
physics,
it
yeah.
cosmic if it's from a different realm.
What?
Oh, wow, okay, no, don't even brag right now.
I said if it's from a different realm, I would have said cosmic. Yeah. Oh, can you not understand me? Oh, I see what you're saying. It's late, man. I don't know.
All right, so we do have to get wrapping up. What do you have? That's magic.
Cancel.
Hold on, Shazam is magic. He's magic. Why? Yeah.
All the bricks are not like their powers are all either magical or cosmic. Okay. So if that's the case, are they bricks or are they cosmic or magical? Or cosmic bricks.
Yeah, cosmic bricks. Hell yeah.
I mean, isn't that what the thing is? He's literally cosmic bricks.
Here, Doctor Who.
I fucking love Doctor
I
Who.
do too.
Yes.
Favorite Doctor? 10. 100% Tenet.
I started
Sure.
watching with Tenet, that's why.
I did too.
Yes.
The dual type.
But what?
That's a close second.
He's just some of the most badass. Just like, I love that.
I will say 11 has the best companions. Jenna Coleman, Amy Pond, Rory, the best.
We were wrapping up.
We were. Okay, I'm sorry, you're
They're
right.
on to Doctor Who
There's
now.
another
Yeah,
panel after
right.
us, so we do have to wrap up.
Well, luckily
good news
for you,
yeah.
part 2 tomorrow at 10:15.
We're gonna be talking about like comic book doubles, so obviously we can continue to debate Quicksilver, Flash, who ripped off who at the same time.
That could
same
get
room.
spicy.
We're the same.
The moral of the panel is just who's bricked up.
I'm bricked up after.